Yeah, DMB boss now. Alright, I want to touch on the subject. This is my experience with astral projection. Now, I'm not somebody who astral projects. Yeah, I'm not someone who's out there trying to astral project. Yeah, I'm not someone who's gonna sit there and remove all thoughts of what's real from my mind and start to astral project and be somewhere else in space and time. I'm not someone who does that. I'm someone who lives by the law that was articulated to us, explained, fulfilled by Jesus Christ. Which means I'm someone who brings the Lord's will. Yeah? I'm someone that when you know I'm there, you know that the Almighty's will be there. Yeah? What that means is, without premeditation, you must see the wonders in life without premeditation. So I don't plan all the wonderful things in life that I experience. They just happen as is God's will. I don't plan to meet your chick round the corner, so don't get upset at me when you see her looking at me, flirting with me. I never planned to meet her. I never planned it. Yeah, I never go out there thinking I'm gonna go check this woman, check that one. Whatever wonders come into my field of vision, it's the Almighty's will. When you stop that from happening because you're monitoring me and you don't want me to be happy, it's the Lord's will that you're interfering with, not mine. And He's more powerful, so He'll be able to look after Himself. Anyway, astral projection, I don't do it. As with everything in life, when it does happen, it's the Almighty that did it. I've had an experience with astral projection. I was there minding my own business, sleeping, and all of a sudden I was somewhere else. Now, the problem with people who astral project, they teach themselves to bring their vital signs, brainwaves down to a state where they're semi-conscious, and then at that state you astral project. This happens to us 2 times every day, as we're about to sleep and as we're waking up. Yeah, we go through these points that people who astral project aim to reach. So those of us who don't do it consciously, it might happen randomly. Now remember what I told you about randomness. Randomness is a sign that the Almighty is still there. You must always encourage randomness. You must always make sure that things are as random as they can be if you're a targeted individual. Yeah, because if it's random, it means you have a genuine chance of winning. So random acts of creation, random acts of astral projection, this is the Almighty doing it, because He's the one whose randomness is down to the Almighty. Yeah, so I must have been, let me see which way around it was. I was about to wake up. Yeah, I think half an hour before I woke up eventually, and I happened to be in my last REM, I suppose, and I happened to be somewhere else. Now I'm a scientist, you see. This is what I was saying. Most astral projection is done by people who are trained to ignore scientific reasoning, scientific logic and all that. But I'm a scientist, so I'm there. My consciousness, is part of the fabric of creation in another part of space and time. Most astral projectors are not scientists, and they can't examine physical data or information in a scientific way. Now, when I find my consciousness being somewhere out there as the fabric of creation, as space and time somewhere else, yeah, then I got to think to myself, wait a minute, yeah, you mean you mean consciousness, when it's out of your body, it is space-time. Essentially, that's what it is. Because as I was looking around, somewhere out there, I don't even know where the place was. I didn't choose to be there. I found myself out there, because if we're gonna wake up and sleep every day, yeah, after like 2,000 times of doing that, there's gonna be one time when freaky shit like that happens. Even quantum physics will tell you, if something happens multiple times, like a large amount of times, anything that you can imagine is possible. So astral projection will happen to us. But as a scientist, you're lucky. You're lucky. I'm somebody who can look at where I am. I didn't have to go through that, oh, whatever you believe in is wrong. I started applying scientific logic and reasoning. I said, now hold on a minute. I'm somewhere out there, and I am out there. Like, I occupy space-time. Yeah? Well, space and time. Yeah? Because consciousness without time, that's stasis. Yeah? So if there was no time, there wouldn't be the next thought. So obviously I was having thought after thought after thought. So time consciousness is space-time. Yeah? Now this is very disturbing for a scientist. Obviously this is not what I'm used to. Yeah? So when I experience things like this, I get very concerned. Obviously I understand the Almighty, that I was enjoying that. The Almighty, yeah, things like that are going to happen, and even quantum mechanics says to you that don't be so alarmed. If you've been doing the same thing like hundreds and thousands of times, there's going to be a time where that happens. So don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you, just to explain to you that I wasn't rhyming too much on this, because it's a serious subject. Yeah. That when we do experience these freaky things, and you know that you didn't consciously want to go out there and be somewhere else, but it happens because the laws of averages or quantum mechanics says that it's possible to happen. Yeah, don't be alarmed, but please do keep your scientific brain on it. Yeah, because obviously Jesus Christ did tell us we all have these powers intrinsic to us. He told Peter to walk on water, turn water into wine. So these powers are in there, but we just don't know how to bring them out. And I don't want to be a practitioner, so I follow the Almighty, not Jesus Christ. So I'm not going to learn astral projection. Yeah, but if it does happen again, yeah, if the Almighty wills it, yeah, then I'm going to actually sit down after the dream and write scientific notes. Yeah, because I'm not one of those people who's going to start going around telling you I have these special powers and things. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. It's just these experiences, it's the Almighty that brought them to me. Yeah, I don't consciously choose to do these things. It's the Almighty that does that. Yeah, I understand what Jesus was saying, but I'm not going to go around doing miracles. I believe in the Lord's will should be done. Yeah, and everything up to date, science will tell you it's been a coincidence, an act of God. Just coincidence and accident. Yeah, accidentally had formed organic material, accidentally sparked it to life, accidentally, yeah, mutation, so all these accidents happen naturally. Yeah, even quantum physics agrees with that and says that, yeah, if something happens a lot of times, there's going to be time when it forms genetic material. It happens a lot of times, there's going to be time when it sparks to life. It happens a long time. So even quantum physics agrees with that. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. If things have been happening If the same thing's been happening multiple times, millions of times, whatever did happen is possible. So I agree with that. Yeah. I just let it be like that. Let it be that it's the Almighty that's bringing, because He's the one who made organic matter. He's the one who made life. He's the one who made human beings. So if He does use that, do that with me, I let that be. Yeah, that's His will.